So the next thing we need to do in Photoshop is we have to get these rollovers working. Actually, we need the images for these rollovers to work. Okay, so once again, we need basically a duplicate of every single image, but the images need to be a little bit different. Now, how we're going to do it is this. We're going to go into Photoshop and we're going to make a duplicate of this. Okay, we're going to right click this, duplicate the group. Okay, and I'm going to call it rollovers, RO. Now, in this rollover group, what I'm going to do is for each one of these here, I'm going to double click in this area here. I'm going to apply some effects. Okay, drag this down so I can see what my effects are going to be. So I'm going to keep mine very simple. I'm just going to call it, I think I'm just going to do, I'm going to do outer glow. Okay, and I'm going to reduce that a little bit. So, and I could click it on and off to see how it's going to look. Something like that. That's going to be my effect. Alright. So here I see my effects that applies to this. Okay. Now, a little trick in Photoshop here. I want that same effect to apply for all my other layers. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to right click this. I'm going to go copy layer style. Right click this. Paste layer style. Right click. Paste layer style, right click, paste layer style, right click, paste layer style, right click, paste layer style. Actually, I just thought about this, but maybe I could have applied that effect to the whole folder. I don't know. So now here's my rollovers. Okay, so very simply, non-rollover, okay, and rollover. Okay, so how do we turn this into these images here, and how do these images get into the into that table that looks something like tools, view source? How does that get into the table, and how does a rollover happen? Well, we're getting there. The next thing we need to do is save it. Now, normally at this point here, what you would do is you would design how you want your rollovers to look. Okay, mine are very simple; they just glow. Okay, so I want to show you some other examples of rollovers, what you could possibly do with it. So here is another example of rollover. So here we have, instead of the text lighting up, we have like tabs that kind of highlight. Well, no problem. I could just draw that right into Photoshop. Okay, I could change it if I want. So remember, whatever you can draw or think of, you can do. So this is kind of neat. Look at this one, kind of a metallic look to it. Okay, kind of a gradient look to that. Isn't that cool? Doesn't that look sharp? Like the rounded corners and the space between. I can do that too. Okay, I just have to draw it into Photoshop exactly the way I wanted to do. Now this is kind of cool too. All right. So up here you get a little bar that changes color. Of course, this is a painting website. So simple and so nice. Okay, and you notice that the tab color changes from dark gray to light gray. But did you notice that the text color changes too? All right, I can do that. I can do it as well. I can do whatever I want. Okay, I just chose to do it very simply and add a text effect to it. Okay, so the next step is to do the slicing. Okay, now that you've designed the way your rollovers want to look, whether it's simple or whether it's like really cool, we are ready to slice.